When you're a kid, time moves slowly. A single summer feels endless, a school year feels like forever. Waiting for something exciting, a vacation, a holiday, your birthday, it feels like the longest countdown in the world. But then something changes. You hit your late teens or early 20s, I'm 23 right now for reference, and suddenly the years start moving faster. 1 year turns into two, 2 years turns into five, and before you even realize what's happening, you're sitting there wondering, where did this time go? And post 2020, everything just accelerated. And I cannot be the only one that thinks that time is just going really, really fast. It's a weird feeling because technically the amount of time hasn't changed. A year is still 365 days, but your experience of time feels completely different. And there's actually a few reasons for that. The first one is novelty. When you're a kid, almost everything in life is new. New places, new people, new experiences. Your brain is constantly processing new information, and when your brain is experiencing something new, it pays closer attention. It stores more memories, which makes that period of time feel longer when you look back on it. That, like, oh, I did so many things. But as you get older, routines start forming. You go to work, you go home, you repeat similar days over and over, and your brain stops paying attention to every detail because it already recognizes the pattern. And when your brain stops recording as many new memories, time feels like it speeds up. This is also very true, and why I am trying to go on more vacations, because I notice that in vacations I am processing new information when I go to visit a new place, and that slows the time down. But when I'm back in a routine and a work hustle mode where I'm just doing the same thing day in and day out, time just goes by so fast because the weeks blur together, months disappear, and suddenly entire years feel like they just passed in a flash. The second reason time feels faster is also responsibility. As you grow older, life becomes busier. Bills, work, relationships, goals, problems you have to solve. The list is never ending, you guys. Your brain is constantly focused on managing the present moment. You're thinking about what needs to happen today, tomorrow, next week. And because you're so focused on keeping things moving, you don't stop to process how quickly time is actually passing until one day you suddenly do. And that's when people have those moments where they look back and realize 5 or 10 years disappeared faster than they expected. But there's another lesson hidden inside this realization. If life feels like it's moving faster, that means your time is more valuable than you think. Every year you spend building something compounds. Your skills compound, your businesses compound, relationships, experiences. But the opposite's also true. Years spent drifting and doing nothing meaningful also compound. Time doesn't pause while you figure things out. It keeps moving whether you're intentional with your time or not. And that is something that many of you are probably not ready to hear. But I'm here to tell you the truth. That realization can be uncomfortable, but it also could be motivating. It just depends how you look at it. Because once you recognize how quickly time moves, you start thinking differently about how you spend your time. You start valuing your attention more, your energy more, your opportunities, and you stop assuming there will always be another perfect moment later. And so what you end up doing is you start taking action sooner. You start the project, you learn the skill, you build the idea. For the longest time, I've pushed off starting a YouTube channel, and I'm finally getting around to it and just trying to stay consistent and now just play catch up, because it's like, what the heck did I do with the past 7 years? I could have been doing something meaningful. Now, I did a great job with my business. I started my business at a very young age. I became a self-made millionaire at the age of 20, so pat on the back for that. But like, I'm mad that I didn't do it with the YouTube channel. And so now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make up for it. And the way you do that is just by starting. Now for you, it could be something different. Maybe it's going to the gym. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever is important in your life. That this video is talking about me and my experiences while also giving some helpful pointers to teach you something. That is the goal of the whole channel. If you like that sort of thing, make sure to subscribe. But, the future arrives faster than most people expect. That is what we need to talk about. The people who build the most interesting and best lives, those are usually the people that just start earlier than everyone else. And it's not because they had everything figured out. It's because they understood something very, very simple, that time moves whether you use it or not. So you might as well use it. Use it to your full advantage. This is a quick video, but it is something that we just need to discuss because it is so important. Look, with adulthood, you're going to jump in a routine. You're going to go to work. You're going to go to home, and these days will blend together, and time will go by fast. But if you ever have an opportunity to try something new, do a new opportunity, like go after it. Chase it, try it, because you never know where it will lead. But you have to realize that the time will just continue moving on, and you could either use it or just do nothing and just drift through life. And believe me when I say you do not want to be in that position where you are just drifting through life while everybody else around you is actually achieving things. Till the next one, you guys.